The information contained in this YouTube video and the resources available in the links below is not intended as and shall not be understood or construed as financial advice. We are not attorneys, accountants, or financial advisors, nor are we holding ourselves out to be, and the information contained is not a substitute for financial advice from a professional who is aware of the facts and circumstances of your individual situation. We have done our best to ensure that the information provided on this channel and the resources available are accurate and provide valuable information. Regardless of anything to the contrary, nothing available on or through this show should be understood as a recommendation that you should not consult with a financial professional to address your particular information.
In short, only blame yourself if you lose money. Thank you. Welcome to another episode of the B Roots and Dem Show. I am your host, B Roots.
And I'm Dem.
And we have a great episode for you today. Another crypto debate that will be highly, highly controversial. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell button so you get the notification when the next episode is going to air. With that said, as the title says, Dem.
Yes, we do. Yes, sir.
If, and what I say, when the price goes back down to the $1,000 area,
Okay.
will the majority of people buy?
Yes, I think they absolutely will, which is why I don't think it'll get back down to that price range. Yeah.
I think it will. I do think it. I think it's very possible. I think you want the boost. If you want capitulation, where people think Bitcoin is truly dead and truly over, that would do it. And I do feel that that needs to happen to flush out all the crypto projects. There's 3,000 crypto projects that need to get swiped out and start all over at a clean slate. And only the true legit projects make it. We cannot have these scams, these fake cryptocurrencies that really aren't doing anything, cash out and get into Bitcoin. We need their Bitcoin price to be so low where the Bitcoin dominance is so high, but their price is so low that when they do cash out, they're not getting anything out of this. And the only way to do that is to swipe them down.
Why do you hate them? They're just trying to run their businesses.
Are they really? Or they?
That's all. I don't know about all of that. I don't know where the hate's coming from. What did they do to you?
They did nothing to me. Okay. But in markets, it's how markets work. The internet boom, same thing. Everybody, it was the same thing. Everything was going up. Everybody's investing.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyone that created a website was making bank, and all of a sudden it just crashed down.
Rising
right?
So if you're part of the whole environment right now, yeah, you're probably enjoying riding on the coattails of everything that's going on, of the growth,
on behalf of inflation. And even on behalf of innocent people's money.
All things aside, that's business, unfortunately. That's capitalist business, unfortunately. So In order for somebody to win, someone's got to lose. So that's never going to change. Or at least in regards to how business is done here. Someone's got to lose. So right now, like in a market where there's very little information, very little good information for most people, there's a lot of room for people who know what they're doing or know more than you to take your money. Simple as that. And that's probably what's happening right now. But I do think, all that said, yeah, I do think all of the cryptos that are around right now, once Bitcoin goes back down to the $3,000 level, not the $1,000 level, I think that's going to wipe out a lot of the crypto. Like you and I have talked about this before, there's a lot that really don't offer any value or have any reason to be a cryptocurrency or be on a blockchain even.
So here's the thing: you make the argument about when it goes back to the $3,000 area.
That part's
this. Hold on, let me say this, because this is a exact reason why further capitulation is going to happen. And what happens is this market right now is be driven by futures and leverage trading. Everybody and their mom is going to be longing that double bottom at $3,100.
Okay.
What is the best way to just freaking hurt every single person that's in the space that's going to put their money in at $3,100? Somebody with more money shorts it and brings the price even further down for further capitulation, where all those people, including yourself, is going to feel wrecked when you look at $3,100 and then 50% of your money is gone at $1,500.
Well,
then you're going to be like, oh, crap.
I never feel wrecked. But
no, you'll feel wrecked because you're going to be like, people are going to be like, I'm putting all my life savings in and we're going to go back to 20,000. And then when they put that 50, it's going to be like getting back in at 20,000. And it's like the opposite. It's like the opposite effect. And when that price goes down to 1,500, and let's say you put $20,000 in at 3,100, and it goes to 1,500, and now you're like, what the hell? And then you've got $10,000 left, $10,000 left. You're probably going to be like, I don't want to lose all of this. It gets to 1,000. Now you have what $5,000 left? Now you're going to be like, all right, I can either, it's over, because all the news is going to be freaking over on it. People's emotions are going to be out because they thought it was going to double bottom at the $3,000 area. These big whales just brought the price down even lower, wrecking the heck out of people. And it's going to be the time where there's going to be so much blood on the streets. And when you cash out, that day you cash out, the next day it just goes back up, and you'll be like, what? You'll be like, that's how markets work. So, so here's the question.
In investing, don't invest more than you can afford to lose. I mean, if you break that rule, then I don't. Yes, I know big risk, big reward. We all get it. However, big risk, big loss. Bigger loss sometimes.
Bro, so many people are about to get wrecked. And it's going to be not even wrecked at the high point. It's going to be wrecked at the low point. And then I do believe that something's going to happen, whether it's China, whether it's the America. There's some news that's going to come out that will allow a whale to short this market and drop this price even more. And when it gets done, the question is, when you hear that news and that price drops to $1,000, and you hear this bad news, the question is, will you have the cojones to say, fuck it, I'm going in right now, where everyone else is like, it's over, it's done. America has banned Bitcoin. China has banned Bitcoin. Everyone's banning Bitcoin. Are you going to be like, yeah, let's do this? Yeah. Emotions are going to, I think emotions are really going to mess with people.
Are you?
Am I? Absolutely. Because that's the time. I've been in this space for a long time. That is the time where you put it back in. It might just go up to back to 3,000. Guess what? I doubled my money, so I'm good. You double your money, take 50% out. There's no risk.
I agree, but I don't think it'll go back to that price level ever again. I don't think we'll see that ever again in our lifetimes. Well, ever again. In anyone's lifetime.
And so many people 2 years ago was like, it can't drop below 6,000. That's the breaking point for miners. It's over if it drops below 6,000.
And well, so let me go back. Let me go back to all of that. I never said, nobody's saying Bitcoin's dead. Yes, you already hear people saying, oh, it's dead. Like, yes, I've been in the space long enough to know better. If you're watching this, you definitely have. But I don't think it's going back to $1,000. But you asked me earlier if I would buy if it goes back there. Absolutely. I'll buy before it goes back there.
No, you won't. You know what I mean? You're going to bring the video back up. I hope it's next year or two. You're gonna be like, man, I don't know, man.
No, I'm a hodler for sure. Through and through.
Majority of people will not buy when it counts because you would have
Hold
bought.
on. When you say majority
You
of
would have
people,
bought at 3,000 and you did not. Not you in general, but most people, majority of people missed that boat.
Brand new people, or are you talking about people already in the space?
People in this space. I bet when you get into 1,000, you're capitulating OGs. The original people, before this space even blew up, you're capitulating them. When they're giving up, trust me, they're going to be all over the news. They're going to be on you.
Give up, man.
Your Tone Vase.
It would make
Tone Vase has already came out and said he won't say personal reasons. He says it's personal reasons, so he can't tell why. But he said if the price would go back to $700, he would cash out all his Bitcoin and would be done. That's capitulation.
Right. So here's the thing. Here's one other thing to consider. And honestly, the only thing that I think could long-term destroy Bitcoin. Ready for this?
It's China.
No. Is some kind of a technological leap in computing. That's the thing that I think we're racing with. If they make breakthroughs there, that destroys a lot of work.
Man, that's too far from now.
Yes and no.
Next decade, that ain't happening.
I'm just saying
minimal.
Oh, you're saying next decade, so you're now expecting the whole financial system to shift over to something that will be obsolete in 10 years. Yeah, that makes sense. So that's the only thing.
No. First off, I'm a believer in Bitcoin.
I am too, but I'm just saying the only thing I think
if the price goes up that high, I'm cashing out. I'm cashing out everything, but I'm gonna take my profits and.
Yeah. Well, that's just wise investing, Roops. So that's just wise investing. So
buy low, sell high. In your situation, in all of you guys' situation, most likely will buy at 3,100 and sell at 1,500.
Nobody's doing that.
And I'll be sitting there right there like, give me, give me all your cones.
Well, it's not going back there, but yes, I would buy. No, it's not going back there. Mark my words.
Check on my Twitter. I want everyone at IMB Roots. Check on my Twitter, and there's a pinned message up top, and it will show you why I believe that price is going back to $1,000, based on a yearly chart. All these people doing daily content is looking at the day-by-day Bitcoin price. Some people are looking at the weekly price or the weekly charts, which is actually really good because a weekly is a long-term visual of what is happening with Bitcoin. But now we're getting to the time where we can start looking at yearly charts. And you check that chart out and you check that post on my Twitter at IMB Roots, and it will tell you everything. I'm not going to show it to you here on this stream. Just go on my Twitter and check it out. The price will go back to $1,000, the $1,000 to $1,500 area. And the main question is, will you be prepared to throw away everything you hear on the news, no matter if it's getting banned or not? The question is, will you buy it? Put that in the comment section below, and let's hear your opinions on it. Dem says he's buying, but Dem thinks it's not getting there.
No.
So I think that price gets to $3,000. You got some decisions to make.
Let me ask you one last thing. You said you have a number where you get out or where you wouldn't buy. And you said if it goes to $1,000, you would buy. What if it goes to $700? This your beloved Tone Vase number. Would you be out then?
No.
$500.
No.
Okay. I'm not going to go any lower because I don't think.
If it did go to $500, I truly think it would be over. when you look at the charts and you look at the amount of transactions and the amount of trading, when you look at that $1,300, $1,000 level, it is longer than any other section of Bitcoin. 6,000, 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, 2,000. Like the amount of trades that were done at that $1,000 level was incredibly high. So you can see, if you look at my chart on Twitter, you can see that $1,000 level in the last 10 years was the biggest pivot point in all of Bitcoin. And the post that I make, that's on my Twitter, you can see it, and it will all make sense when you check it out and you look at it. But it talks about, it's a post that talks about the years, and it talks about how important that level is. If that breaks, as Tone Bay said, it might be dead. Like it wouldn't be surprising if it's dead, because you're talking like I said, the OGs are like, I'm done. And to me, that means banks have taken over, dropped the price as low as possible, and is going to keep it at that price so they can survive.
It's possible. Anything's possible.
And they might make money on us. So this is another debate to figure out. Like I said, check out my Twitter and write in the comment section, what do you believe? Do you think the price is going down to 1,000? Will you buy if it goes down to 1,000? And put the honest truth. Will you have the cojones to buy at that price? Don't be like, oh yeah, I'm buying it up. Because when it gets down there, best believe another video is going to be made, and I'm going to ask the same damn question.
Yeah, we don't do stuff on this channel.
We're going to come back to this. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and once again, hit that bell button, because when it goes to $1,000, I want you to get that notification of, yes, I told you so. Video will come out. Once again, Twitter at IMBRoots. What's your Twitter handle?
Dem? At Dem Bitcoins, and that's BTC coins.
So let's get Dem some more followers. So actually check out him. I'll do a repost because he's a little new to the Twitter storm. So we need to get him tweeting some more. So
if there was anybody there to listen, I would. So just saying.
So once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for hitting that like button. Till the next show, peace out.
Bye.